If you want to sell your home and you don't want to go through the regular hassles of selling, like doing the upgrades and all of those home showings, our next guest has options for you. Doug Hopkins is back with us this morning, and this home pro wants to buy your house, and it's something you've been doing for decades, and you've been very successful at it.
Absolutely, Heidi. Thanks for having me on the show.
No, I'm so happy to talk to you because I see a lot of other companies doing what you do. But you have been doing it for such a long time, riding the markets up and down, and that matters.
Absolutely. Been doing it for over 30 years. Been buying and selling for the last 20. We've been running commercials since, I think, 2011 when Property Wars came out. So, yeah.
Yeah. And when people are selling their home, one of the biggest concerns is people canceling. There's always a sale that's contingent on the sale of another house or whatever. If somebody sells to you and you make a deal, they've got a deal.
Absolutely. We offer certainty and convenience.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we offer. And, a lot of these other companies, they'll buy the house. First of all, you see a lot of these pop up on the commercials and then they're gone in 6 months. We're here for the long run. We're going to be here for another 20 years, God willing,
Yeah.
And, but we offer absolute certainty. We guarantee every single price. We will not come and retrade you. A lot of these other companies come down and they we call it retrading. At the day before close of escrow, they say, sorry, we can't buy it at that number. We have to buy it at a lower number, or we have to cancel. And a lot of them have an inspection period up to the close of escrow where they can cancel, and you don't even get their earnest money. We have a $5,000 guarantee that we are going to close. I've never had to pay the $5,000 because I always close.
Yeah, and they've already maybe put deposits down somewhere else, or
Correct.
They've made plans, and then the situation changes. Another thing that you do that is so convenient is if I'm moving or if someone's moving to a different house and all of their stuff doesn't fit, you're like, go ahead and leave it. I'll take care of that for you, which is amazing.
Yeah, 100%. So some people, they take everything, right?
Yeah.
And I always tell people, you can take whatever you want to take, leave behind what you want to leave behind, sell whatever you want to sell.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people take everything. Some people leave the old couches or old chairs behind or whatever, stuff in the garage. And then some people, I had a guy move to Tennessee one time. I walked in and literally everything in the house was there. And I had to call him up to say, did you move? And he's like, yeah, I moved.
Yeah,
he's like,
packed my suitcase and adios.
Yep, that's it.
We should mention that you go to as many of these homes that you can get to personally.
Yes, on the East Valley, for sure.
You have to have encountered so many interesting people and situations. What's one of the more, impactful ones or something that's really stuck with you?
Sure. About 6-8 months ago, something like that, I was out at a house in Chandler. This lady inherited a home from her dad had just passed away. And we get a lot of people that have inherited homes and they don't know what to do with them, call me and we go out and handle it. And we were sitting there and she wasn't really sure. She was really emotional about selling it or not. And she said, well, could you go out and let's get a contract going and I'll let you know tomorrow or the next day. And I'm like, okay. So we're sitting there, I grabbed the contract from the car, come back and I'm writing the contract, and all of a sudden this song comes on. And it's like, don't worry about a thing.
Yeah,
everything's going to be all right, know? And so I'm like, I'm like, is that your ringtone?
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's not my ringtone. And I'm like looking around and I said, is that the radio? And she's like, no.
Wow.
And we're trying to figure it out. And all of a sudden I pull up my phone. It was my phone started playing that song out of nowhere. My hands were on the table. I was writing a contract. I had nothing to do with my phone.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that phone started playing by itself.
Oh my gosh.
It was the craziest. I got goosebumps right now.
Yeah.
It was the craziest thing. She started crying. She's like, that's my dad. And I started crying.
I feel like you're getting teared up now telling the story.
Incredible. And
wow.
we wound up hugging and she's like, that's my dad telling me it's okay. Let's
sign right
do this.
here.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, if you needed to sign, if she needed, that was it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And last but not least, you let people stay for 30 days if they need a little extra time. So
Yes.
you just make the whole process easy and convenient, and you give them some peace of mind.
Convenience and certainty,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
I love it. Thanks so much for being here and sharing that information.
Absolutely.
And
Thank
if
you.
you would like to learn more about getting a cash offer for your home, call 1-800-SELL-NOW or go to DougHopkins.com.